Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 438.
438.
Of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouseband Travel. Next month, Avengers Campus at Disneyland Paris opens July 20th. And then Disney Wish sets sail on July 14th. And between that and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, and of course you have the Main Street Electrical Parade at Disneyland, there's something going on all over the Disney universe. Check out MEI and Mouseband Travel for your travel needs. They've been in business just about 20 years now, almost.
And don't forget, they're Disney specialists.
Head to their website and get a no obligation quote.
So we're going to start off at Epcot. This is actually a compilation of three to four visits to Epcot. This was the 27th, a little over a week ago, opening day for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And we were in line, middle of the day, around 1 o'clock, we were in line for the Creation Shop to check out the merchandise.
And it only took us about 5 minutes to get inside. You know, they have Treasures of Xandar over at Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, but that wasn't even open on this day.
Right.
Now it is, but it's nice to have merchandise in both places because Treasures of Xandar is kind of small.
It was very well done. I mean, I was so impressed. I even made a compliment to one of the managers there, how easy it was. You just picked out, like, for instance, this is the pass holder shirt. We each got one of these. They had another shirt with the black shirt that had the date on it, and we got those. They had special pins. You know, this is all, what we're looking at today was all mainly opening day merchandise, and those are the pins. We just got the one on the left. I like that one.
And I don't buy a lot of Walt Disney World merchandise as far as shirts and such for me, but I definitely got, I saw them and I was like, okay, I'll get one of each on this in this one.
Now this is the first thing that sold out. There was only 1,000, but it was $54.99, $55.
So you did not get it.
I did get the Otherworld Showcase though, the Xandar one. I do like that. I like the design of that. And we did not get the magic band there.
And
it's nice though.
I don't know if that's still there or not. I have not seen that.
I didn't see
since.
it. I did not see it the last time. And this is just a display that they have going. I thought it was a very creative, very nice display. And again, most of the merchandise that could be found in the Treasures of Xandar, you can get right here.
Right, and but with less weight. But you can try, both locations.
Now we're taking a look at the Cosmic Rewind queue here. We did not get in. We tried at 7 in the morning on opening day. We couldn't do it. And we had something else in the afternoon. So the 1 o'clock second option didn't work for us.
Well, currently, the 1 p.m. Boarding group attempt is easier to get a ride on than 7 a.m. because everybody with a park reservation for Epcot can try. And even if we're at home, we can try. But at 1 p.m., park hopping hasn't started yet. There's already guests who have boarding groups. So it really is, you have to be in the park for 1 p.m. also. So 1 p.m. has been holding out for like 2 to 3 minutes instead of like 1 second. Like when we've tried at 7 a.m. in 1 second, it can be gone.
Right.
So.
And it all depends on time, the further you get from opening day, but also if it's a very busy time in the parks or not.
But 1 p.m. is the time to really, yes, if you're in the park.
So we're looking at some of the PhotoPass shots they have. I especially like that one with Groot. And this, my favorite shot of all, the empty ride vehicle. Although we finally did get one with us in the ride vehicle, but our hair is blowing around very fast.
But we also got one with somebody else.
Right,
so it's always fun to see what shows up.
See, it's quite the windy expression there. So anyway, we have something else coming up.
Disney shared a behind-the-scenes look on the set of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, including with the Guardians themselves and Walt Disney Imagineering.
Peter Quill, Gamora, Rocket, Groot.
You know who I am?
Drax, the Destroyer.
What a bunch of it.
Whoa!
Hey!
Wow.
I look around at us, you know what I see? Losers.
All any of you do is yell at each other. You are not friends.
You're right. We're family.
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy.
We are Groot.
So what should we do next?
We are here on set filming some of our content for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. This is a massive project, and we had a big team of people over the years working on this.
We have such a great collaboration with our partners at the studios. This is a team full of superstars bringing this to life. We have all been working on this for years, looking forward to this moment. It's going to be a ride experience like no one's ever experienced before.
I dig it.
All right, guys, here we go.
They have these LED panels giving off the light, and then they'll, of course, animate all of that. We went big, you know, go big or go home.
It is so awesome to really work with these great actors, with Glenn Close joining us and Terry Crews. It's super exciting.
Like that one more time.
Being a part of the Disney parks, this is absolutely incredible.
To be part of a ride, it's just so much fun.
I'm hoping that the guests, the first time they're in here, it's really just pure fun and excitement and joy.
We worked so hard on it and creating something so fun and so cool. All I can think about is getting to Disney World. I can't wait to go to Disney World.
To ride Cosmic Rewind.
Let's not get too scared.
Call the Guardians.
So we're saving the galaxy again?
I guess.
Awesome!
So after 3 tries, we did manage to finally get a boarding group, and we rode it on our 3rd visit to Epcot after opening day. It was great. I loved it. It has not lost any. As a matter of fact, it's even more fun with a couple weeks away.
Well, right, because we had done it during the media event and D23 and the pass holder. So we really love it. And so right now we're looking at
iCan,
who I saw in Tomorrowland in 2017.
Yeah, I was not there that day, so I never saw iCan before. He was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And he was also, I think, in Tomorrowland in 2018, but we haven't seen him back for 4 years. So I would love to see the Guardians of the Galaxy actually outside. But iCan has been a terrific interactive, they call him a showbot, who just interacts with guests and
they're
temporarily.
Right. There are more guests than ever in this area of the park. So it really is a welcome thing to have him. He even went into the creation shop, which I thought was fun. I followed him around for a little while just to watch his show. The guests love him. And again, it's a very, very nice addition.
I've heard maybe through the end of June is what they're expecting he'll be here. I don't know if that will be extended, but I'm glad that they have him back.
Yeah, I like, and that sometimes
there's you.
Yes, there is me. He has different things on his screen there, depending on where he is. But again, great. And this is where he comes in, or he makes his appearance at the Mission Space Building, and you can see this is where he goes back. So if you want to see him, he'll come out at Mission Space and he'll do a loop all around this area. World Discovery.
Maybe in the store.
So now we are going to talk about the character meet and greet over here, the Disney Rewards Visa photo spot.
And so this has been open, I think, for a year or two since the pandemic opening, but there haven't been characters in here all that time. So I think it was about a week ago, they started having Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy. It depends. Like we're going to see Mickey with Goofy here?
Yeah, well, you will have to watch and see.
I guess I'll have to watch.
But the time, it's only from 1 to 5:30.
1 to 6:30.
Oh, 1 to 6:30.
Yes,
yeah, we just saw the big sign. That's right.
It's 1 to 6. Oh, Minnie and Pluto. 1 to 6:30, and you have to have your Disney Visa to meet them, and they're in their 50th anniversary
I was going to
costumes.
say, I didn't want to spoil the fun, but yes, even Pluto has his special 50th anniversary tag there. Very nice, very shiny. Look at that. We got a spin from Minnie. They look great in those outfits.
I think the only place where you can meet a character in their 50th anniversary outfit right now, otherwise, is Mickey at Town Square at the Magic Kingdom. So now you have the opportunity to meet 2, and then there's 2 more, and I think that's all there'll be is the 4 of them.
Right.
And so it's really a special meet and greet. And this is over at the Imagination Pavilion.
And I just want to give a little tip, and this is what we did. We got there about 15 minutes before it would be open. So we got there about 1:45, and we just stood there at the door. That turned out very, very smart, because there was a big long line by the time, in that 15 minutes, it went from me to a big long line.
However, there's me. However, when we did Goofy and Mickey, we got there mid-afternoon, and we waited 10 minutes. So either way, you may not have that long a wait. It just depends.
Right,
It just depends.
right.
I think as more guests know that the characters are back, because before they were just doing some, photo opportunities in here, but not with characters recently.
I love it though. This was a lot of fun. You are not rushed. They have a photo pass photographer in there taking your pictures. It was really nice. Very, very nice meet and greet, and something that I would not have normally expected in Epcot with with their outfits, their 50th outfits.
Right. And again, I think it's going to get busier once guests realize that they're there, especially in those 50th anniversary costumes that we see, in the cavalcade at the Magic Kingdom.
And here's just a couple quick pictures. This was the first time we met them, actually. I showed it backwards. The first time we found Mickey and Goofy, and then the second time Minnie and Pluto. And I don't know if they changed that around. Who knows? Maybe they do different. Now we're going to talk about our staycation at Gaylord Palms.
Gaylord Palms had invited us, and we've done things with them for like 10 years now. But for this time, it was for the Summer of More. And there was a lot to see.
It was a lot more.
So anyway, they invited us for 2 nights.
More balconies than ever.
Yes, more balconies, yes. And we got 2 balconies. I feel like we've gotten 2 balconies like one other time.
I think you're right.
But it was nice to have a little bit of the Key West side and then the St. Augustine side. I really love Gaylord Palms. I just like being in the resort. The atrium, if you're sitting on the balcony, it doesn't matter if it's raining out. It's climate controlled, and you have waterfalls.
This just takes me back. It was like being on a cruise. We spent more time on this balcony than probably anywhere else if you add it all up together.
I love the balcony.
Anytime we did an activity, we would go back up, take a little break, have a drink on the balcony. It was so relaxing. Very, very, very nice.
If I close my eyes, I would know where I am because of the sound of the waterfalls and everything, and also the smell reminds me of a spa, and I love it here. I mean, it's a 4.5 acre glass atrium, so you can walk around, and there's the gators and snakes and the koi fish. So you can kind of see the beautiful landscaping and everything. And I just love walking around the atrium, but obviously we enjoy the balcony a lot too.
And I do want to show, and I'm going to quickly show, we didn't spend very much time in this balcony. Obviously when you have that grand view, but this is nice because it had a little shade. It was kind of a little quieter. So there were a few times we went out here, but
not as much.
Mostly
because
was the main one.
There was even a wedding over that we could see, and so you never know what's going to happen in the atrium.
So many guests were watching the wedding.
Yes.
From the they may
from
have
the walkway.
Hundreds of people from their balconies because they had singing. It was interesting.
I thought it was. And then there's a fountain down here as well at the entrance to the Key West area.
And we brought a little treat with us. We brought some of your favorite champagne there from
we went
France,
to
the Mum.
Cindy and Tom brought us to the Mum champagne house last year in France.
And that's the end result of this. Right?
I would have dressed a little nicer if I had known there would be a picture.
We were relaxing. We just had
I know.
gotten there. Anyway, let's get back to the Summer of More. We're going to talk about some more of the activities that we did.
Right. Well, we did the Pirates and Princess Academy, the Shiny Stash scavenger hunt, and a few other things. Not everything.
The animal encounters were especially entertaining.
That was really fun. And we have not done that here before. So they really have, and that's with Wild Florida. They have quite a few activities that go on throughout the week, but not everything every day.
And you had mentioned earlier the koi fish, and there they are. And we're going to pan up and see the waterfall. And those waterfalls, I love the sound of the waterfalls. And that's one thing. If you leave the door open, you can hear your balcony.
That's what I really love that.
Just the sound of the waterfalls.
And in the walkabout, this isn't the only waterfall. There's waterfalls, throughout the atrium.
Well, speaking of water and waterfalls, we're going to go out to the water park and just kind of show very briefly
Cypress Springs Water Park, right? And they had added Crystal River Rapids, which you'll also show, and that's what this is. It got pretty busy. It
doesn't look busy there.
No, it doesn't look busy there.
Because it was closed.
Yeah.
That was the first night after it had closed.
It was really busy on the weekend.
You know, when I went in quick, so it wasn't so bad as you could see, and I'm avoiding the waterfall there. But it's fun. I love a good lazy river. I like to just float around. Even though I am very much an adult, I still wear the life preserver thing, and it just kind of float around. And you know, you see a lot of people choose to use them.
And there's I don't think we're going to show that there's also what used to be an adult pool, but it's now just anybody, but it's a quieter pool.
Yes.
And that was a lot less busy. So that would be probably where I'd hang out more next time. Although I do like this.
Well,
I would come here early in the morning.
This was a holiday. It was the Memorial Day weekend. So I didn't think it was that busy for me this time anyway.
And it's summer. So it's sort of that combination. So, I mean, they've got these big slides. It really is like a water park, though. I think it's the whole thing is like 3 acres. So it's a really nice size for everything.
And speaking of waterfalls, once again, I have dodged that main waterfall, and you can do that if you stare here to the right. I had a great time. It was so much fun to get back into the, not the lazy river, what do they call it?
It's like a rapids.
Rapids, yes. And then we went to Wreckers after that for a early lunch. We always enjoy Wreckers when we're at Gaylord.
Well, pretty much every time we go. And next time I want to go to more because
we will go to more.
We will
do more, but more it doesn't open until 6, and we wanted lunch.
So Wreckers is really a go-to for us. And you got a Mai Tai, and I got a summer punch with Maker's Mark bourbon and muddled strawberries.
That is my chicken sandwich there, and I chose to get tater tots. Why not get tater tots?
And
they were good.
And you had a side salad, a Caesar side salad. I had a regular a salad on the side.
With your burger, there's your hamburger there.
Right. And so I ended up getting a bacon cheeseburger. The one thing about when they invite us, usually you kind of do what you want to do. You know, they tell you what's going on, and then you do what you want to do. So it's not like they guided us through the resort.
Not at all.
You know, we didn't see any media reps or anything. So we get to experience it like a guest. And this is the Adventure Kids with Sophie, Seth the Sea Turtle, and Ava the Alligator. This is their characters at Gaylord Palms.
This is the first time I actually was able to meet them. So it was very interesting. It's always fun to meet new characters. And after the show, they do a little show, you're able to come down to the stage and take pictures. And that's what you're seeing there.
So when you hear about the Adventure Kids show, it was a little less than 10 minutes, I think, all
It's a quick show.
Right. So it's not going to take too much of your time. And the kids seem to really love it. So this is while Florida came here.
Now we're talking.
Yes.
This was some fun.
This is where you can see the grunts, the baby alligators normally.
And now that you know, speaking of grunts, we're going to show those first, the little grunts. Remember that one time you got to hold many grunts in your hands?
I loved that over at Gatorland.
There he is. There's one of the grunts. Then you're going to see a few more. Now, they didn't let us hold grunts this particular time, but we got to do a little bit better. Look at this guy. He's graduated from being a grunt.
I just want to say, I didn't realize that like my hair, it dried so poorly. No, I didn't. I hate my hair there.
You can blame the lighting.
But I loved holding, getting to hold a gator again. So there were several. There was also a snake that we're going to show. And I think a parrot.
Yes, and here he is. And I did ask, it turns out that gators don't seem to mind having their mouth held closed there. So,
They were really, they're really relaxed.
Very relaxed. And even with the snake.
I was so
surprised.
On the snake.
Yeah, when she handed you the snake, at first I thought that was going to be around your neck. And that would have made for quite a picture.
They offered it around the neck.
Did they?
And, yes.
I didn't hear
I could have either done the neck or, I did not want that.
I would have, had I known, I would have tried the neck thing.
So there ended up being a really long line for this, but we waited for about 5 to 10 minutes because almost nobody was there and didn't know about it yet.
Just like we did with the characters at the Visa, we sort of rope dropped it. I had a feeling I knew where this was going to take place, so we just kind of stood around there, and we were the first guests, I think, to get to see the animals. So it worked out nicely.
And this is one of my favorite, and there you are with the snake. This is one of my a ball python, I think is what they called it. And then there's, I think it's a parrot.
Who talks? Who
but
talks?
We didn't hear.
Did not
I did
talk
not hear,
to me,
no.
But apparently he will talk.
So I just thought this was really fun. And then this area is one of my favorites at Gaylord Palms because you can go see the grunts and the snakes and just kind of relax. And so there was a big long line. Though,
and there it is.
There it is.
This is directly after we met them. So you must have started something with that. That was a lot of fun. And right after that, they had at the Gator Springs area here, they had the alligator feeding, which I had only seen once. And the one time we did see it, it was super crowded and we couldn't really see anything. So this time we got there a little early and we were able to see it a lot better.
But I learned from this time, and it's twice a week, that this happened for about a half hour. And because of that, guests would leave. So the last time we left early, but had we waited out,
we probably could have gotten a spot and actually seen them.
Right, because it just goes so, it was almost a half hour, so guests leave and then other guests move up, to the railing. So you can just kind of wait it out.
Look at this guy. He knows where the food is. The food has come out, and he looks like he's on a mission. You're about to see one of the trainers out there, and
from Wild Florida to feed them.
And we also saw him just previously when we met the alligator.
Yes, I really love seeing the alligators over at Gaylord, but this was the first time I've really seen a feeding like this. And it was really
great.
Fun. Yes,
I loved it. I couldn't get enough. We watched this for quite some time. I think we stayed there almost until the very end of it.
And at first I was like, how does he even know that who's eaten? But really, by the end, they're not really swimming to him like this anymore. So if a gator still is hungry, he has plenty of food. And they were done.
See how he makes them work for it, though? Like, he made this one come all the way out of the water, and then he kind of encourages him to go back in. And if they're hungry enough, like this guy here, they're going to come out and collect their food. So very interesting indeed.
And not only are there gators here, but there's also a good amount of turtles.
Yes, there you can see the turtles.
Yeah, turtles and the alligators live together.
So right after that, we went and saw the Pirate and Princess Academy, which was actually a really, really fun show.
We have seen something like this before, I think it was in 2020.
It was in 2020, in the heart of the with mask and all
right.
that.
And so it was really, it's kind of the same music, although it's different.
Because Pirate's Life for Ye.
Yeah, that was in Old Hickory Steakhouse, which was fantastic.
But now that's open, so they can't. That location was fantastic because you went from room to room and met the pirates. But it worked here. It worked in this.
It's a nice show. So while we're looking, this is a Captain's Quarters Trail. If you end up booking Gaylord Palms, I went to look at prices like with AAA discount and also with their package. If you want to do like the pirate things, really their packages can be a better deal than having a discount with like AAA. So definitely check that out because, then you're not paying per person. And plus you get like the scavenger hunt, which I really enjoy their scavenger hunts. That just like Epcot, the seasonal events pretty much always have a scavenger hunt.
And I didn't want to ruin it by putting the scavenger hunt in there because once you see how they do it with the treasures, it might give away the fun of it.
But it is fun. It's
great.
It's a huge atrium, and so they're able to really hide things well. So this is somebody who's been on a hammock a while, I guess. But they really they're really good with atmosphere. And it used to be that they just had ice, which was and whatever went along with it during the holidays, which hasn't been there for a couple of years due to the pandemic. Although they do have Christmas activities, like really, really great ones. But now they kind of do things all year round, like you've got the spring and the summer.
Yeah, remember, I think we did Easter last year.
I mean, we did like 3 things last year.
This whole area was an Easter egg display instead of the Pirate's Cave.
They really put a lot of effort into theming the resort. And especially, again, during the holidays, it feels more like a theme park than just a resort.
And also, keeping with the Pirates theme, we're going to take a look at the Captain's Quarters. They had a special pirate-themed bar here, open only at night.
It's a pop-up bar that is here for probably just for the summer. And so we didn't get drinks here. We got drinks only at Wreckers. But it was really, I thought it was, again, a nicely themed atmosphere, better than, something that you wouldn't necessarily expect at a resort.
Yeah, for me, nighttime was pirate time. Like during the day, there wasn't as much pirate stuff going on, but every night you really had that whole atmosphere, which was a lot of fun.
And we were hanging in here until it was just about time for the Illuminate Florida Light Show.
This is the view from the first night from our balcony, of course, and then we also watched it. I watched it from down low at the atrium level. This was the first night also with there's two different things that happen. First, you have the full show like this with the music and everything, and then you have quiet scenes that you can just all night look out. If you do have a balcony, you can just look out and see the lighting effects.
I didn't end up seeing it either time because I thought it was going to happen more than once in an evening, and I'm just like, oh, I missed it. It was like 8:45 p.m.
Yeah, you get the various different lighting.
That's what I saw.
Right. But you had to watch. I think there was a time. There was a specific
8:45
time.
p.m.
8:45.
Is what
I saw it both times. I don't know what you were doing. Well, I went down. I went down to see it with the video camera. So I don't know.
I was like on my computer, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just watch it the next time, and then there was no next time.
Anyway, we had a fantastic time once again.
Thank you to Gaylord Palms again. Yes.
And also thank you to MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel, our official sponsor.
Right. Check them out. Becky, she travels all over the place. She was just at Walt Disney World. We saw her at Cosmic, for Cosmic Rewind.
She was out at Disneyland as well.
Yes,
I just saw.
She'll be on the Disney Wish, and we'll be on the Disney Wish, and they travel. She travels, and really they research so much. So if you have questions, if you book with them and have questions, they can help you with it. So check them out.
So next week, I'm not quite sure, as usual, what we're going to have.
I totally know what we're going to have.
What are we going to have?
Well, we have IPW this week, so whatever comes with IPW.
So you don't know. It's a big surprise.
No,
you have no idea what it's going to be.
I know some of it will have to do with Epcot, and some of it's going to have to do with Universal.
That's true.
So that part I know. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I have an idea.
Yes, we've done these before, so it should be an awesome experience.
I can't wait.
look forward to it, and starting tomorrow, we'll be busy at doing that, and then next week we'll be talking all about what we discover at the IPW conference.
I'm expecting to have some really wonderful surprises.
So anyway, thanks again for listening. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.